It's really cloudy and dreary right now in Michigan. It's such a shithole in the spring. It makes you want to cry. We got 6 inches of snow the other day, and then it was like 60 yesterday, and all the snow melted. So this is just a typical spring. It's going to be 55 today and 37 tomorrow. I'm not doing this to give you the weather report. I'm just frustrated with Michigan. Anyway, I've been listening to a lot of people talk about the different tokens and things, and I've been in crypto for 13 years, so I've seen it all. I think everything you could possibly know. And so we'll talk just a minute about Bitcoin. Then I want to talk about the Fottie token because I think it's a shit token. No, you know what? Let's do that first. Fottie. I do agree with Max that Pepe token is a good token. But when you're talking about like 400 or 500 trillion tokens, and people talk about it's going to go to $1, it's impossible. There's no possible way. I think the best thing that Pepe can do right now is maybe 10, best case 100x, because at 10x right now, it's worth, I think, what is it worth? $2 or $3 billion. So if a 10x is worth 30 billion, you're not going to get a token much higher than that. So best case scenario of Pepe, you might get a 10x in the next bull run. And like most memes, it doesn't have any utility. I mean, most memes are shit tokens. I've been saying this for a while. All of them, most of them, if not all of them, sorry, I'm driving, just dropped my glasses, are going to go to zero. They're going to zero. They don't do anything. They're just it's a greedy man's game. Try and buy what you can, make as much money as you can before they all go out, before they all excuse me, inevitably go to zero. So Pepe token has got $3 billion, is a valuation around $3 billion. To get to 30 billion, it's got a 10x. We'll see. I don't know. So you might get a 10x out of it. Fottie token, F-O-T-T-I-E, is also a shit meme token. It's apparently the girlfriend of Pepe. So that's something to be concerned about, or to think about. I actually saw a giant billboard in New York City that had the Fottie token being advertised. So they're spending money to advertise this token. The valuation on this token is 1.9 million, and there are only I don't know, you have to look. I'm driving 400 billion. There's 1,000x less of the Fottie than there are the Pepe tokens. In order for Fottie to get to the same valuation as Pepe, it has to do a 1,800x. So, if the word keeps getting out there, and people finally buy the Fottie token, you could literally 1,800x your money. Now, I'm not giving you financial advice, but if you're pissing your money away anyway on meme tokens, buy some Fottie. I sold 1 billion Pepe tokens last August to buy some shit token. In retrospect, that was really bad idea. I lost out a few dollars, but that's okay. Like I said, I've been in crypto for 13 years, almost 14 years, and most of my money has been in Bitcoin since the beginning. So I'm like 99.9999%. I just buy the meme tokens just for fun. I also own Hemule, H-E-M-U-L-E, which apparently is Vitaly's cat. And it was kind of endorsed by Vitaly. So that's also another very low market cap token that could do phenomenally well. And I don't have I'm driving, I don't have the page open up, but I think Hemule has only got a few billion tokens, so it could easily 1,000 or 2,000x. Now, getting back to Fottie token, if Fottie had the same valuation as Doge, it would 18,500x, not percent. I'm talking about every dollar you put in, you make 20,000. So, another thing about meme tokens that people don't understand is if you're going to buy a meme token, know that basically you're throwing your money away. Okay, just if you're not, don't lose sleep over, because chances are you're going to lose your money. There's something I can say about Fottie token, 18,500%. Yeah, dump $100 into it, or 1,000, or whatever you want to dump into it, and just forget about it. Let it go. Don't worry about what it's doing day to day. Just sit back and relax. If it's going to run, it's going to run, and if it runs, it'll make the crypto news, and you're going to hear about it. But a lot of people sit there and they stare at these tokens. They watch them hour by hour, and basically it's like sitting in the casino pulling the one-arm bandit, praying that you're going to win. I mean, it's probably 90% of the time you're wasting your time. Doge is shit, Shiba Inu shit, Pepe shit, Fottie is shit, Hemule is shit. All of them are garbage. What we're really trying to do is we're trying to get rich. Well, you guys are trying to get rich. Buying one token, you're using your hopium, you're praying that's going to go up. Maybe it'll go up, maybe not. Inevitably, they're all going to zero. I mean, if you look at the Fottie token website, they really got to work on it, right? It's a garbage website. But it's still, because it's associated with the Pepe token, and people are really hyped on Pepe, they're going to see more and more Fottie, and inevitably, people are going to start dumping money into Fottie. And like I said, it could be an easy 2,000x. So You put $100 in, what do you make? $200,000 if it decides to make a run. So I would seriously consider Fottie. Bitcoin's sitting at 71,000 right now. If you know anything about Bitcoin, what's going on in the world, there are different countries that are adopting. Speed limit's 35 and I'm driving 50. There aren't any police. So in Michigan, if you're exceeding the speed limit and there aren't any police, it's legal. So Bitcoin is sitting at 71,000 right now. The over-the-counter markets are almost bled dry. Grayscale is still dumping Bitcoin into the market, but inevitably, I think Grayscale's got about 60 more days where they can dump. This is so bizarrely asinine, right? Because if you know anything about money, in the history of money, from seashells to trading rocks to different types of fiats, the gold standard, whatever, you'll know that Bitcoin is the most secure, most logical, investment as far as store of value in the history of the world. And yet Grayscale is dumping all of their Bitcoin into the market. Obviously, they didn't get the memo. You don't want to sell your Bitcoin. I don't care what you're doing. If you have to sell your wife, do not sell your Bitcoin to buy meme tokens. But Bitcoin's sitting at 71,000 right now. Over-the-counter markets are almost bled dry. Grayscale is slowly drying up. Institutions are buying it. The ETFs are buying it. Countries are buying it. There are a couple large corporations, and maybe I'll make a video later, that if you look at their S2 statements, you'll notice that they have permission from their boards to start buying Bitcoin. I'm telling you guys what, if you don't own Bitcoin, you are an idiot. And if you can't afford Bitcoin, then go to your stockbroker and buy a Bitcoin ETF. I bought the IBIT at $23, and I was telling hundreds of people, buy the IBIT. Even if you don't understand Bitcoin, you don't want to understand Bitcoin, buy it. No one listens, right? Well, now it's trading at like a month later at $40 a share.
The speed limit is 35 miles
you know what,
per
you guys
hour.
don't speed no matter what you do with your life. I can't not speed. I when I go from point A to point 2, unless I'm in a helicopter and you got to go around all the curves and stuff, it just takes too long to get places. So I have to drive fast. But anyway, and since I've been in the military for 28 years, whenever I've been pulled over, I tell my wife I pull out my get out of jail free card. I always accidentally pull out my military ID, and I'm like, oh yeah, sorry. And every single time they're like, hey, thanks for your service. Slow down. Have a nice day. I got pulled over one time, and I actually went to court, and the magistrate got up, literally 100 people sitting there, and he goes, all right, any military people, and like 3 of us raised our hand. He goes, come with me. We went back, and he goes, here, sign right here, you guys, thanks for your service. Have a nice day. That's why I joined the military, so I could, get out of speeding tickets. So anyway, Bitcoin. Grayscale's drying up. The halving is less than 30 days away. This is a no-brainer. Bitcoin is probably going to run past 100,000, excluding some black swan event if the Village Idiot and company decide to attack Tahiti, or do some other dumb shit thing that they've been doing since Biden got in office. It's possible that, crypto, there could be another black swan event. But barring that, Bitcoin is going to 100,000. I think Bitcoin will probably go to 75 to 80,000 this week. And it's Tuesday right now. So 75 is going to be easy. And after the halving, and, based on the amount of Bitcoin that's being bought up today versus 450 that are going to be generated every day once the halving starts, Bitcoin's got nowhere to go up. So why is it important?
The speed
if you
limit
can't,
is 25 miles
you know what?
per
I'm just
hour.
going to slow down. I'm driving 40 and 25. If you can't afford to buy Bitcoin, buy one of the ETFs. Go to Grayscale, or go to your broker, buy the IBIT ETF. Because if Bitcoin goes to 100,000 in the next couple of weeks, the IBIT's going to go to 70, right? Or 80. It's going to double. If it goes to $250,000, it's going to go to probably $150 a share. You're literally going to get these things for free, right? I mean, it's not free. It's going to cost you about $40 a share. But the point is that if you know for sure your money is going to double in the next month, if you're going to make 100% on your money in the next month, why wouldn't you buy it? It doesn't make any sense. And don't call your friends and call your broker and get their advice. I don't give two shits what anyone thinks. Trust me on this. I've been in Bitcoin for almost 14 years now. I've been through every single peak and valley. I've read every piece of news. I've listened to the Shillers, listened to the Futters. I'm telling you right now, we've never had institutional buying. Michael Saylor picked up another 500 million last week with MicroStrategy. Grayscale, or not Grayscale, but BlackRock is buying Bitcoin like a crack whore because they know what's going on. Buy your ETF or buy Bitcoin. And buy Fottie token, F-O-T-T-I-E. It's a great token. I mean, it's not a great token. It's a shit token, but it's fun. You know what I mean? And the more people that look at Pepe, they are going to be they're going to start buying Fottie just because like, yeah, it's his girlfriend. You know, why not? And then Hemule, Hemule. These are my 2 meme token picks. Buy them. Buy $100 worth. Buy $1,000 worth. Sit on it for a year. All right. Just forget you own it. And every once in a while, check your portfolio. And I think inevitably one of these are going to 1000x. I don't know which one, but I think Hemule probably has a better shot of it because it has a lot less tokens. And you guys that are asking Meme Coin Max if Pepe's going to $1, you guys use your brains. I don't know if you guys are all liberal arts majors or something, but if you know a little bit about like first grade math, you know that if there's 490 trillion tokens, that if it went to $1, that's half the value of all the money in the whole world. I think there's a quadrillion M2 out there or dollars out there in the world, so it's not going to $1. You're going to be lucky to get a 10x out of Pepe. So when people realize they're 10x the most you're going to get, they're probably going to jump
35 miles per hour.
All right, you know what? I'm just going to disconnect that. You're probably going to get they get their 10x, they're going to jump ship, and then they're going to go look for something else. Unless Pepe comes up with some really cool utilities, you know, like Doge, like Shiba Inu, I guess. I don't know. I shouldn't even be talking about meme tokens, honestly, because they're such garbage. But go ahead and scoop some of those up. If you have Pepe tokens, great. Hold on to your Pepe. I sold 1 billion of them last year before it made the run. Really dumb. But anyway, I'm thinking we'll hold in the Twitter space, and I'm trying to get Max, Meme Coin Max, and Salty out there, and we'll sit and talk a little bit more about Bitcoin, maybe some Ethereum, and talk about some of the other tokens that I own right now, like Convex, which is a fantastic staking tokenism. If you're into tokenism, if you're into DeFi and you want to learn about DeFi, maybe we'll do a Twitter space on DeFi for like Convex and Aave and Curve and some of those to help you understand how these projects actually work. Anyway, it's getting early in the morning. I got some things to do. I'm working on a new staking platform, but we'll maybe get a Twitter space out, so stay tuned. Like and subscribe, or don't like and subscribe. You know, I'm basically just talking to have fun, but I do know a lot about crypto. If you guys got questions, leave your questions and comments in below, and then when I get to my office, I'll try and answer some questions. Crypto noobs, buy Hemule, buy Fottie, buy some iBit, buy Bitcoin. Bye-bye.